My name is Christine Humphrey. Today is March 19th, 2016, and the 25th anniversary of National Quilting Day. I am telling my quilt story from the International Quilt Study Center and Museum in Lincoln, Nebraska. I am a quilt maker, but today I decided to bring the first quilt that I was ever given. This was my high school graduation quilt. My mom made it for me in 1999, the year that I graduated from high school. And the story behind the quilt is that she took muslin blocks and sent plain muslin blocks to pretty much anybody who had ever known me and asked them to write a graduation message for me. So right in the very center of the quilt is a block with my name on it, my birth date, and then the date that I graduated in 1999. And then from there she worked out and she added, it started with the blocks from my parents and my grandparents and my 3 siblings. And it goes from there. So people from my entire life up through 18 years old are represented on there, from people like my kindergarten teacher who I hadn't talked to in forever, all the way up through my closest friends in high school. This is a tradition that my mom had done. I don't know that she really knew a whole lot about signature quilts and inscribed album quilts and things like that as far as the history of them when she made the quilt, but she had started doing this with my older brother when he graduated from high school, and then both of my younger sisters also have signature quilts like these, and each one is a different pattern and they're all different sizes. For me, the reason I brought this quilt today is not just the history of my mom making it for me and it being the first quilt that I was ever given. It's also the quilt that halfway through college inspired me to become a quilt maker myself. So this quilt traveled with me to Texas A&M University in College Station, and it spent the first 2 years of college on my bed, and I suddenly started realizing, this is a signature quilt. It's really difficult to wash because people just wrote on this with regular fabric markers or ink pens or other things. And when you live in college, you live your life sitting on beds in dorm rooms. And so it was the quilt that inspired me to become a quilt maker.